Dear students, I hope you are all well and studying in your home. Last week we were discussed about the structure of atom and different constituents of an atom in which electron, proton and neutron. We will discuss about their discoveries and their definition. Today we will move further and read about the atomic number and mass number. So first is atomic number. Atomic number is proposed by Moseley is the most fundamental property of an atom of an element. It may be defined as follows. The number of unit positive charges present on the nucleus of an atom of a particular element is called the atomic number of that element. Okay, so the number of positive charges which present on the nucleus of any atom, okay, of particular element is called its atomic number. So when we talk about the positive charge, it means we talk about the protons. Since positive charge present on the nucleus of an atom is due to protons and each proton carries a unit positive charge, atomic number of an element can alternatively be defined as follows. The number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom of a particular element is called the atomic number of that element. Okay. Further, in a neutral atom, the number of protons is exactly equal to the number of electrons present in it. Hence, the atomic number of a neutral atom is equal to the number of electrons present in it. So, number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. Atomic number is represented by Z. So, how we can represent an atomic number? Atomic number Z, it is denoted by capital Z, and it is equal to the number of protons equal to the number of electrons in neutral atom. Okay, then mass number. We have already seen that almost entire mass of an atom is concentrated into its nucleus. The electrons present in the space around the nucleus possess negligible mass and do not contribute much to the mass of an atom. Okay, so if we talk about the electrons, they are very light fundamental particles, and they possess negligible mass. Okay, so we are not count them. Hence, practically the entire mass of an atom may be supposed to be present in its nucleus. The nucleus of an atom contains protons and neutrons, which collectively are referred to as nucleons. Okay, proton and neutrons uh, combinedly called the nucleons. Since each one of these particles weigh nearly 1 on atomic mass scale, the sum of number of protons and neutrons refers to the approximate mass of an atom in atomic mass unit. Okay, AMU. This number is called mass number and may be defined as the sum of total number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom is called the mass number of that atom. Okay, so the number of proton and neutrons. Mass number is represented by A, capital A. So thus what we can say, mass number is equal to the number of proton plus number of neutrons, combinedly known as nucleons, number of nucleons. So thus for a neutral atom with mass number A and atomic number Z, we will represent number of electrons is equal to Z, number of protons is equal to Z, and number of neutrons is equal to A minus Z. Okay, because the number of neutrons is if we have to get the number of neutrons, so we have to minus its mass number. Okay, mass number is minus by its atomic number. So for example, chlorine atom has an atomic number Z equal to 17 and mass number A equal to 35. Okay, therefore for an atom of chlorine, number of electrons is, because the number of electrons are similar to the number of protons, so proton number is 17, so electron number will be 17, number of protons 17. So if we have calculate the number of neutrons, we have to minus its atomic mass with its protons. So it will become 18. Okay, I hope you will be understand. If you have any confusion, you can ask. In order to completely specify an atom, both the number and the mass number are written along with the symbol as X, capital X, A, Z. Okay, in this form, we write the for chemical formula, okay, of any atom. You can see here X represent that atom and it carries atomic mass and its number of protons. Okay, the mass number is written as the top while the atomic number on the bottom of a the symbol. An atom of chlorine can thus represent as, okay, so we can represent in this type one atom of chlorine. Okay, it carries the protons number is 17 and its mass number is 35. One example is given. The atomic number of an element is 4 while its mass number is 9. Okay, find the number of electrons, proton and neutrons present in an atom of it. How should the element be represented? So you can see that for given element z is equal to 4, it means its atomic number is 4 and its mass is 9. So number of electrons is equal to the number of protons, that means 4, and number of protons is already 4. And if we have to calculate the number of neutrons, we have to just minus number of mass minus number of protons. So 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. Okay, so another, since the atomic number is 4, the element is beryllium. Okay, if we see in periodic table that the element which bear the atomic number 4 is beryllium Be, and we can write or represent it as its proton number 4 and its atomic mass or atomic number is 4, atomic mass is 9, like that. Okay, so another example is given here. How many protons and neutrons are there in the following nuclei? So we have to calculate proton and neutrons in these nuclei or in these atoms: carbon, oxygen, magnesium, iron and strontium. Okay, so you can see first solution, carbon, z is equal to 6 because its number of proton, atomic number means number of protons, it is equal to the 6 and its mass is 12. So we have to calculate the number of neutrons. So what we do, 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. Okay, and here also the atomic number is 8, it means its proton number also 8 and its atomic mass is 17. So we just do minus, subtract the atomic mass with the atomic number, and we then find the number of neutrons, which is 9. Okay, so you can read these examples also and you can find easily them. Okay, but another question is there. A neutral atom possesses 92 protons and 146 neutrons. Find its atomic number, mass number, and number of electrons present in it. Okay, so for the given atom, atomic number is equal to number of protons, which is 92. 92 protons, it means its atomic number is 92. Mass number, number of protons plus number of neutrons. So number of proton is 92 and number of neutrons is 146, so it is 238. Okay, since the atom is neutral, the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons is 92. So we just find the atomic number, mass number and number of electrons. So atomic number is 92, its mass number is 238 and its number of electrons is also 92. Now we read about the structure of atom or different models of atoms which were given in the past, and we know that whenever a model comes, it means there is some more chances to improve this model. Okay, that's why it is rejected and further new models will be come for atom. So after the discovery of two fundamental particles, that is electron and protons inside the atom, Dalton's atomic theory was of no importance, and other theories were given to explain how electrons and protons were arranged within an atom. In order to explain the arrangement of electron and protons in an atom, many scientists propose various models of atoms. Okay, so how the electrons and protons is arranged in this atom, we will find about by these different type of models. Okay, the first model was given by J.J. Thomson, and it is known as Thomson's model, or the resin pudding model, which is given on 1898. You already read about it on class 7th or 8th. Okay, J.J. Thomson proposed first model of an atom called Thomson's plum pudding model, in which the positive charge was assumed to be smeared over a sphere radius that is equal to 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter, with the electrons embedded as shown in figure 4.2. Okay, you can see that how these electrons, which is you carry minus charge, is arranged in an atom. Okay, and these are positive charges of protons. He postulated that the most stable electrostatic arrangement of the positive and negative charge is only possible when the atom is uniform sphere of positive charge with electrons embedded in it. Okay, these are plus charge and electrons are embedded within it. He visualized it to be similar to a kind of pudding or a cake, okay, made up of positive charge with resins. Okay, he assumed that the electrons as reagents and positive charge made up of a pudding or a cake embedded into it. Thomson's model is also called the raising pudding model. That's why it is known as raising pudding model. Okay, it assumed that this is a cake, and in this small raisins are embedded. Another assumption is that the mass of atom is spread evenly. Okay, Thomson's model could explain the electrical neutrality of an atom. However, it failed to explain the experiments made later on and could not stay along, and was completely rejected after Rutherford alpha scattering experiment. Okay, after Rutherford's alpha scattering experiment, its model completely rejected. However, it can explain the electrical neutrality of an atom, as both positive and negative charge are present within it, which cancel their each other charges. That's why an atom is electrically neutral. Okay, so from home you have to read about the Rutherford alpha scattering experiment, as you already read about them in previous classes also. Okay, so we will meet in the next class. If you have any query or any confusion, you can ask me. Okay, thank you.